Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everyone doing today? Let me go bring up the chat. Oh, I need to do that too. I need to put the link in so my friends can come on. Copy. Facebookie. Do that. Start it up. Push the button. Okay. Now let's go find chat. Oh. Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's having a good Monday morning. It's Monday. Hey, Julie. Hey, Hank. John. How you doing across the pond over there? Doing okay? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Mine was pretty uneventful. I don't think I went anywhere. No, I didn't go anywhere. Didn't do anything. I had Saturday, kind of piddled around here, piddled around the house, got some stuff listed. And then Sunday, we had the listing challenge. And yeah, I didn't really do much. Would have been nice to have a date or something, but yeah, no date. No potential callers. That's okay. More time to work, right? Let's see. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Oh, is YouTube not acting wonky this morning?
No,
Yay!
no, it seems to be doing just fine. I did that little cleaner thingy on it, and it just fixed it right up.
Oh, awesome.
So it's working 100 times better than it was yesterday.
Hey, Hank. Hey, Joy. John and Sheila. And it's Beth. Haha. Yeah, I just didn't think it. I don't think it wants y'all to be on late night. Either that or it didn't want me on late night with y'all. Made me go to bed. I was like, okay, I'm going to bed. Y'all too late for me.
Yep.
I am too old to be staying up that late. It's past my bedtime. Oh, speaking of bedtimes, look at Pop Song. The old fart himself,
There's Todd.
Mr.
Good
Rich
morning, little ladies.
Mr. Richie Rich.
Richie
Uh-oh.
Rich.
Richie Rich.
I'm rich.
I'm rich. Yay. As long as you keep your clothes on, we're good.
Hey there, Beth.
I should keep
Sheila.
my clothes on. Okay, I can do that.
Okay, we're good. Yay.
Yeah.
Morning, Cindy. Oh.
Yeah, it's been it hasn't been a crazy weekend or anything. It's just I have a lot going on this week. I got to get a lot of stuff done that I don't know that, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna get it all done, but I'm gonna give it the good college try. We'll just say that. So I went through that other another box this morning of the stuff that I got from North Carolina. So
yeah, I saw where you posted the video. I hadn't got a chance to see it yet.
So
I
I
need
got
all that.
that, and got that done. So I got 2 more boxes I got to show, and then I'm gonna try and get those done sometime soon. So that's not hanging over my head. But
Yeah. I need to get back to making some more videos. I think we went
just try.
through.
Hmm? What?
You went through.
Oh, I was looking at. We went through like 5 totes, 3, 4, 5, 6 totes of the motorcycle stuff this weekend. Got them pictured and
Oh, good.
listed. Whew.
Yeah, before too long. I mean, people will be riding. I mean, there's a lot of all season riders out there. You know, it don't
Yeah.
matter what the temperature is, they're still riding.
Oh yeah.
But before too long, March, April, people will be,
Ready to go.
a lot of the off season riders will be, it'll be season for them. So
Yeah.
be getting ready to go.
I've already had a couple of parts sold, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And of
Yep,
course,
yep.
it's over at the storage unit.
Todd, how
Hey, you
you
can't keep it all at your house.
Oh God, no. I wouldn't be to live here if I did that.
Man,
God,
it's tough here.
should I bet?
Gwen's like wanting to kind of clean up and get ready for Christmas, and I'm like, well, where am I going to put all this stuff?
All right.
He goes, Mister, you figure that out.
Yeah, I know. So,
Not my problem.
That's it.
No, it gets a little inundating when you have that much stuff. And it just keeps growing. It's like it multiplies.
Yeah.
Instead of going down, the pile gets higher and higher.
I know we'll clean out our garage, get all nice and pretty and stuff, and then we'll go get a storage unit, and it'll be back to disaster. It's like, oh my God. Like, oh, I'm sick of it.
But hopefully, I'm really hoping once I get back in January that I'll be able to do something with it, burn
Yeah.
it, or I'm not gonna burn it. I'm not gonna throw it away. But yeah, I mean, it makes you want to
Oh
just
my
get rid of
God.
it and start fresh.
Yes.
But it'd be the same way. You give it another 6 months, it'd be the same way.
I know,
So
right? I think the
might
same thing too.
might as well just list it and get it sold, make some money off of it, but I mean that's of course the hardest thing to do is get things listed and get get things up and going. So
Well, it's the same thing over and over again. It's kind of, you get burned out on it after a while.
yeah,
You just got to start over something else, something different.
yeah. I mean that's kind of why I have I do have the electronics. I do have the what else do I have? I have jewelry, and then just everything else in between. That I find.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just about. But as much as I really do like the clothing, I just have so much of it.
Oh, yeah.
A little overwhelming.
Well, you got that good area too. You get that bag sale. I mean, you got that pretty much well figured out on that side.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard when you have such a good honey hole like that.
yeah,
Not to do it, especially with the clothes you buy and for the price that you buy them at.
yeah,
I'd be the same way though, but I'm like I'd just rather if somebody wants to come in and take everything and rob me, I got homeowners and or renters insurance. You have it. I'll start all over. I don't care. Ain't mad at you.
yeah,
I'll be pissed for a minute, then I'll be over like, oh, okay, well, whatever.
yeah.
They'll come get all the good stuff and leave the other stuff. I'm
Yeah.
gonna donate anyway.
Well, like my mailman, I had those 44 packages, and he came in the house, had this huge bag, and everything, and I used up 2 of those bags,
Oh wow.
and But he came in the house to scan everything, and I was like, I usually don't let like anybody in the house, because I mean, I don't want to hear it. I already
Yeah.
know. I know. I don't need to hear it from anybody else.
Um,
Um, so he came in and he goes, "Well," he said, "it looks like you got rid of it all. Now you can have your living room back." And I said,
yeah.
"That's not going to happen." I said, "As soon as that stuff's gone, I'm going to buy some more." And you know,
That's
it's
it too.
it's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, I got to work on some listing today. Get some stuff listed.
Yeah.
I found some pretty good stuff in that last box that I went through, so I'm pretty excited about that. Found a NASCAR um, jacket, a buckle jacket,
Hmm.
so
That's good though.
a few things. Does anybody here have a living room?
No. What are those things? I don't even have a kitchen. It's called my office. Shoot.
Well, I have a TV. I kind of have a living room. I mean, I haven't completely phased it out. I have thought about it. I've thought about getting rid of the TV, getting rid of the couches, keep
Hmm.
the recliner, and but I haven't done. I haven't gone that far yet.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about doing too, getting rid of the living room, the sofa and stuff. I mean, we stay in the kitchen on our table most of the time anyway.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like, what am I using it for?
exactly, exactly.
Except for to catch all my clothes.
Yeah,
Isn't that fun? Funny people who work outside of the home, they buy all this nice stuff for their home and they never use it.
Hmm.
exactly.
And then we work at home and we have all this stuff and we never use it.
Mm,
Like the furniture and the
Yeah.
TVs and we
That's
got
pretty
big
much it.
cabinets stuffed with DVDs and
yeah,
VCRs and we never once
I
in a
don't.
while pull out an old DVD and watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I would keep my recliner just because I need a place to sit. But like the couch, I mean, it sounds horrible, but that's where the dogs lay.
That's their bed.
That's their bed.
Don't you take their bed from them.
I know.
They will be
That's what I was
nasty.
thinking. I was like, well, if I took out the couch, I could just buy them a couple of dog beds, and they'd be good to go, and that'd be a lot less room that I would have.
That's
But
true.
that wouldn't be very fair, I guess. So
You can give them a bean bag.
maybe I'd rip that thing out. I'd have popcorn everywhere.
I know. Yeah,
Oh, that'd be
you're really
ooh,
hot there.
yeah. That wouldn't be good.
You can find those little, those little pull-out couches. The boys had one. They had like Ninja Turtles on them, and
Yep,
they had those little. You can get those for
yep,
them.
yep. That might work. They don't need that big old couch. There ain't no reason for it.
That's
But
true. I know, Hanky. I mean, you got to use all the space you have. I mean, everything that we have something on it, so it's getting used for reselling.
yep. I mean, that might, eventually that might be where how it goes.
Mhm.
Just I mean, I already pretty much use half of my living room for my office, and then half, probably three-quarters of it for my picture taking area. So
Yeah,
might as well just take it all.
I know, data.
I don't know.
I know, fashion reclaim. I'd like to do our house because that's what we were talking about. Somebody was saying doing one of those, the metal storage units people are turning into houses now,
Hmm.
and they look
Mm.
really nice. And you could just take like the whole downstairs and make it your like inventory area, shipping area, and then take the whole second floor and like make that your home.
Yeah,
So I think that would be kind of cool to do something like that. I think that would
like
be efficient.
is that like a pole barn type of thing?
Yeah, kind of like just like one of those little pole barns that they have. They have those
Yeah.
little metal ones now. They're turning into houses. We have
Yep.
somebody down the street from us, they put up one, and it looks really nice of how they did it, but it looks like those old metal garages.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be perfect because you could have everything downstairs and just walk downstairs to your office, and there you go. And then everything upstairs you could have your house, but mine would always intermingle, of course.
Right. I mean, truthfully, what do you really need to live?
Right.
What do you need a bathroom, you need a kitchen, you need somewhere maybe to put your feet up, and a bed.
That's it.
Yeah. That's pretty simple.
Yeah, but I think that would be kind of cool. I think it'd be easier that way, and that way you'd have storage area downstairs, in your where you work at.
Yep.
You wouldn't have. I mean, I would still always worry about the space because I'd always go buy more stuff, but that's just it.
That's a good idea of fashion. She said I got in on a space that were renovating. I couldn't get that one out.
I can get that one out today.
So I was able to get rent for super cheap. So I rent 3 office spaces in a row, and it gets me out of the house once in a while, so I don't go stir crazy.
Oh, that's smart.
That's great.
That's a good idea. Hey, Deb. We all live in our inventory. You know that. Yeah. You remember I've seen you live on camera.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it is.
I wouldn't know how to live without inventory around me somehow.
Yeah.
I would go crazy probably.
Be like something like one of your kids was missing or something. Right?
I know, right? Well, it's like we said, nobody comes and visits us, so what do we need a couch and a love seat or another couch for? Yep. Just to look at. Shoot.
Yeah, that's a great idea. What's a Morton? A Morton?
What is a Morton?
A pole barn or a Morton? I don't know.
Morton Steel Building. It's a very common manufacturer of steel buildings.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. That may be what I was thinking. Oh, and it's how we were downstairs. That's right. I wish I did have it downstairs. My God, that'd be nice.
I could get down there, but I might not get back up.
That's probably my fault. My problem too. I'm going to get back upstairs.
Bridget, the Niagara Queen.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We missed you yesterday.
Thank you. I have a pain in the ass home that told me to pretend he's not here, so I'm pretending he's not here.
Alrighty then.
Can I just tell you?
Yeah.
That open house we did.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever do another one.
Really?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. It was bad. It was bad.
Oh.
You walk into the house. There's no heat. There's no running water. But yet somebody's still living upstairs.
Huh?
There is, when they flush the toilet, it leaks down the wall downstairs onto like a couch they have down there. So it'll leak onto it. There's raw sewage floating around in the basement. But oh my God, it was bad. It was bad.
Why were they having an open house there?
Exactly.
Because they're auctioning it off.
Oh.
And the landlords obviously never have done anything to fix the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
And it was a church group that owned it.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yep. And
wow.
I guess they said that they kept trying to call and they never got hold of them. Could never get hold of them to fix things. But anyway, yeah. So that kind of ruined it for me. Never again.
I wouldn't me either.
No.
Well, it was an experience.
Oh, it was an experience. For sure.
Now you can say, I'll never do that again.
Nope. Chris was walking them through, because I was signing them in, and then he was walking them through. And when he got to the basement, he'd be like, "You're more than welcome to go down there, but I'm not."
I'll be the same way. Y'all go right ahead. Hey, Mike.
Well, it's like it's like when you do a, I've never done an open house, but I can just imagine you feel somewhat, even though you're showing them through the house, you feel somewhat responsible because the house is crap,
Right.
you know, and you feel obligated almost, you know, because I don't
Well,
know.
and then we kept saying we can't answer any questions. We're doing this as a favor. But and then he would go upstairs, you know, because there was an apartment upstairs, and you can't. And there was 3 cats, so you had to make sure you didn't let the cats out. And every time he'd come down, after like the 4th time, he's like, "Man, I'm getting the munchies." I'm like, "Why?" Because it smells so bad up there. It's giving me the munchies.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So
Well,
that was my weekend.
well, you guys went to Niagara Falls, right?
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yep. Yep. I have.
You guys had a good time there?
Yes, and I videoed like the little festival they had and the falls for Tom, so I'll put that up.
Good.
And we're walking, and I'm like, it is so slippery. I'm like, oh my god, Tom's gonna have a heart attack when he watches this.
You know,
Poor
can't be
Tom.
walking.
Poor Tom. He said it was when we talked to him, it was sleeting. It had been sleeting there all day.
Oh.
They're shut down then, big time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then what else did he say? Oh, his internet went out. He said
Oh, no.
anytime there's a little bit of ice, he said that the internet will shut down.
Well, they're
Wow.
not used to it, so that's probably
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He said he said they were fine. They were okay, but
I can't imagine being in a town or being in a state that completely shuts completely down with a 1/32 of an inch of
yeah,
snow, you know?
yeah.
Imagine.
You'd probably fall out and die. You would laugh.
I'd be driving around like state of emergency. What the hell are you talking about?
What's wrong with you people?
That's crazy.
Funny.
So how was sales this weekend?
For me, they were pretty good. They weren't terrible, but they weren't fantastic.
Yeah,
Good.
I think I had 8 that I packaged up yesterday. So not too bad. It's not 20 or 30 that I want, but good enough.
We have like 17 going out this morning.
That's great.
That's unusual for us.
That's very good.
They hit us Friday hard. But that's okay. They can have it.
Let's see.
Yeah. I got 10 going out, plus that gold bracelet guy hasn't paid yet.
I have 33
Yeah.
going out.
That's awesome.
Dang. That's
That
good.
might be a jewelry store or something that bought that, because
Oh,
it kind of looks that way from their address, and so they may not open for business until like later today. So
Yeah.
I expect they'll pay today. Anyway, if not, I'll offer it to the backup bidder for nearly the amount they paid. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
That's great, Frankie. She said 6 going out today and a sale already this morning.
That's good.
Yes, I just got a bid on that railroad watch for $200.
Woo-hoo!
what's your other watch up to, Todd?
6:30
Oh my gosh, it's got to go.
or 8:30. Excuse me, 8:30.
8:30.
But still,
Yeah, it needs to get on up there. It's
Be a little higher.
I think there's going to be a lot of people watching it, and a lot of people are going to sit on it until the very end. and then they're going to try and snipe it. That's what I think.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, you that are not here.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that it'll get up to 4,000, but
Mm,
you never know.
I will be very happy with 2,000.
I
I
know.
do too.
And you can send me the other 2,000 then.
In fact, I'll take 1,600.
You can send me whatever you don't want back to my house.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't want to sound gloaty, but I need to. You don't run across this stuff very often.
You don't.
Right.
That's good though.
So, yeah.
Um,
Here's that. Of course, I'm going to screen share.
of course you are.
Of course he is.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
attached.
think anything less.
This one, the bid just came in.
The Watham
Oh, good.
and
Premier
got-
Vanguard.
52 minutes left. So
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Oh, I hope it goes like a bidding war.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
So is that the one that has the special thing on it?
yeah, up around the 11 o'clock position, if you
Yeah.
unscrew the lid, there's a little stem that you pull out.
Okay.
And then you can set the clock with the
Okay.
crown.
So
Or
that
set the
is
watch with
that's
the crown.
the kind of the protector for that, so it doesn't get
Yeah,
changed automatically.
there's not an accidental way to reset this watch,
Cool.
and that's part of the stipulation they had to have for railroad watches.
That's smart. I mean, that's some smart thinking. What
Well, yeah, before
what would you date that watch to be?
I think I found the date 1942.
Wow.
So in the time before airlines, if you needed to go a long way, even in 1942, very few people owned cars.
Right.
So you hopped on a train and went if you had a long way to go.
Hmm.
So, and then railroads cross so many time zones. The railroaders it was very, very important for them to have reliable timepieces.
Sure.
So a railroad watch is
It's going to
is
be it's going to carry accurate time because that's,
Right.
that's what they were made to do.
yeah.
Are
Anyway,
you still screen sharing?
yeah.
Okay.
Hello, he's not done yet.
Okay. That's
Oh,
why
I'm
I
done.
asked.
He's gonna be screen
Whatever.
sharing for 2 months. Screen share way
Uh,
gone.
Oh my goodness.
This one doesn't have any bids yet, and it's
1 hour?
in 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
surprised.
really pretty watch. This one is very old, 1915, 1916.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's older than me.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You're finding that in the wild.
I didn't know that.
This watch is just gorgeous. If I used a pocket watch, I would probably have kept this one.
Yeah, that is a really nice one.
Has a name inscribed on the back, but if it was given to John Callis in 1916, he probably dead.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't mind.
But there may be a junior out there somewhere.
Junior. Well, he would be 90 something probably.
Yeah,
Well, there might be a third.
exactly.
Yeah. I did not go searching for John Callis anyway.
Oh my goodness,
I'm sure
really.
not.
And Todd, don't you dare tell this lady. I'm not even.
He's
Okay.
You
He's
better.
not going to say nothing.
Yeah, a lot of people knocking on your door.
You bought this fair and square. She does not need to know what you resell them for.
She'll be all right. She probably knew you were going to do okay with them.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling.
I think she knows my store name. If she wanted to dig, she could probably find what I've been doing with
It
her
probably
stuff.
could. I mean, if she wanted to know, one of those watches, I mean, she could just look that up on eBay and tap it in.
So yeah, those other 2 watches are going to end during the show.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Oh, well, no.
Fun.
We'll be in the know.
In the know.
For once.
Instead of keep having to pester them, message them constantly. So what's it up to? What's it up to? What's and he never answers.
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, they'll pay for that gold bracelet. If they'll pay for that gold bracelet, I will have had a good weekend.
Yeah. Which I'm sure they will eventually.
If not, I will have had an average weekend.
And that's good too.
It's okay. Can't complain. I still have enough to eat to stay fat. So
Nobody can kidnap you, so that's good.
well, they could, but they're going to have trouble carrying me around.
Nah, all right.
Mary says I got 2 days left on my Ghostbusters auction, and it's at $135.
Wow. What
That's
is it?
great. I think it's a costume,
Wow.
like a Ghostbusters costume.
If you sell it, who are you going to call?
Ha!
You.
Yep, Todd. Calling Todd.
On you. Amen.
Yeah, that's cool. I just have that one
Hey, Nikki.
that one concert T-shirt on auction right now. I probably shouldn't have done that because I think it goes off Friday at 11. So it may be an issue. I may have to take it off. Just put it on regular. Buy it now.
You won't be around.
Right.
What is it's just a T-shirt?
Oh, yeah.
Take it to California with you and then ship it from there.
Oh, yeah. Grandma Magic Classic says it's the firehouse and the car.
Oh, wow.
It's not a costume. Sorry about that. No, I don't have any bids on that yet. So I'm probably going to go ahead and take it down and then just relist it as buy it now.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Nikki.
Probably do that.
Nikki.
Morning.
Nikki.
I thought. Todd, you saw her yesterday. I didn't.
Okay. Shut my mouth.
Apparently, you can't be excited to see me, Todd.
Right?
You got to see her
You just saw
yesterday.
me
How dare you?
yesterday.
You step back, Todd. I
Heard me today.
Apparently.
Yes, you're on the rotation now, Nikki.
That's right.
gotta share now.
There you go.
Don't forget that's Valerie's husband or wife or whatever.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Oh my gosh.
You know, Valerie might think I'm cheating on her.
I know, right?
You already did.
A couple times, evidently.
But yesterday I was hitting on Carol, so apparently.
Heck, I've been waiting for my alimony check. Where the heck is that?
I know, right?
You done married the wrong person. Remember, I'm the broke ass picker.
Okay, pick.
Oh my gosh.
You have to take me to court.
Yeah, take me to court.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
That was a big one.
Oh, that's on Jingle Bells.
Yeah, I was gonna say something's wrong with your truck.
That's on Jingle Bells.
What the world's going on here?
I figure I could. I was wondering if I could maybe put them on one of the hay racks, hay wagons for the thing, and then it would sound like a sleigh.
Wait, what do they look like?
They're just little.
Oh,
They're not nice ones, no. Just little. But I thought, well, over the chapter, you probably wouldn't hear them, but the people riding might hear them. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be fun. I don't know. We'll see.
Just hear those sleigh bells ringing, ting, ting,
Yeah.
tingling. Come on,
There's
it's
something else
lovely
we
weather
gotta
for a
do.
sleigh ride
Get
together with
crafts or
you.
something, I suppose.
guess what Friday is? Carol and Todd's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right.
Wow. We're
Celebrate.
gonna have to sing for Todd.
Oh, Lord. We'll go ahead and do the disclaimer today then. You might want to have earplugs. And if you go to hearing loss, that's, it's on you. Sorry.
We cannot be responsible for any bleeding eardrums.
Exactly. Hey, Alana.
Listen at your own risk.
That's right. If you want me to sing, yeah. Mhm. I have to wait to the end of the show so that way when we get off of there, you won't get too many thumbs now.
It's still activity.
Not with me singing, it won't be. I'll be turning you in. Like, what was that?
Oh man, I'm sitting here paying bills, and this one's due on December 4th. Well,
Can I send you mine,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
please?
I hate being the responsible one.
I know.
Me too.
It sucks to have to adult sometimes.
Yeah.
It does. That's why I put mine on auto. Let them go pay it. I don't care.
Mm,
Most of mine are too. I can't.
I'll forget.
Yep, me too. I'll never remember.
I'm lucky if I remember why I walked in the bathroom some days.
Right?
It's like, what the hell?
I know.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I want to go kill some rats or something,
I decided in about 4 or 5 months I'm going to get myself my new phone. Because by that time, Brandy and Amanda will have their phones paid off.
Mm-hmm.
So then it'll be like my bill won't even change, right?
Right, right. Actually, your bill will probably go down
Yeah.
if 2 phones are getting paid off and you're only buying 1.
Yeah. So I said, all right, you guys are getting your bills paid, your phones paid off. And they're like, oh, sweet, we can get new phones. I said, absolutely not. I'm getting a new phone. I said, all 3 of you got new phones, and I'm still on mine for 3 years now.
Yep.
No, I'm getting a new phone.
It's my turn.
Yep.
I said, I need it. Well, I mean, they can get a new phone, but they're going to pay for it. They're going to
Right.
pay
Right.
the extra. But before you guys start racking up the bill, I said, I'm getting my new phone.
I'm gonna need a new one soon. This one's.
You can go from your which
Oh.
they don't make flip phones anymore, Todd. Just so you know.
I know.
This one's almost 7 years old. iPhone 5.
Wow.
Wow.
That's old.
But you know what? My thing is, if it's still working right, I mean,
Yeah.
like I have the 7 and I'm like, it's paid off and stuff, but why buy? It's still working fine, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. The otter box I bought for it is about destroyed.
Aw.
Yeah,
This otter's seen better days.
but they work. They work good.
Yeah, worked good for 6.5 years, and now it's gonna.
For iPhone, they work good. For Samsung, they do not. My Samsung phone broke in my OtterBox.
That's a
My
shame.
the back of my phone is shattered.
And I can justify getting a new phone because we use them so much in this business. But what do regular people? How do they justify having the iPhone
no.
10? They spend
They don't.
$1,000 on it.
They
Yeah,
don't.
They
They
don't
just get it.
justify it. They just get it because it's the next thing.
Yeah.
It's the next best thing that's just come out.
Yeah, but there's so many other cool things to get. Why would you spend all your money on a phone and not have enough to
All day.
Yeah.
get a
Sometimes that's
watch
all.
or a?
Sometimes that's all a person is concerned with is their phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know.
Well, that's like my girls. They don't have anything wrong with their phones, but they're like, "Oh, I want to get a new phone."
Yeah. I mean,
Well, Brandy
I
has
would love to
Samsung.
get a new phone, but do I need to get a new phone? No.
Right.
There's nothing.
I might wait though because in 2019 they're coming out with the foldable phone.
A what?
Samsung. It's a foldable phone and tablet.
Yeah.
It folds out to a tablet size.
Mm,
Really?
So I might wait and see if I can just get that one.
That's kind of interesting.
that's gonna be
So
like $2,000.
Yeah.
you're basically sticking a computer up against your ear to answer a call.
Things like that worry me. Like I wouldn't want them when they first come out because I want them to get all the bugs out of it.
Yeah.
That's how I am too.
Well, me, I'm just worried about breaking it.
Right.
So how would they have like a OtterBox for that?
Yeah, I know. Well, they would.
And I do have my 18-inch tablet, but then the problem with my 18-inch tablet is it's so freaking big. I can't just bring it into the restaurant with me or something.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap!
You know, I actually have to plan it out to use it because it's so freaking big. I mean,
It's like the size of a computer.
That's right, Mike. Call a spade a spade. A lot has to do with keeping up with the Joneses and bragging rights.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my phone is fine. It's working okay. I mean, it's got some problems, but I mean, if I didn't get a new phone, I would probably be okay. But it's got some issues, and so, but I use it so much that I deserve a new phone, I think.
Well, you use yours for your business.
Yeah,
Right.
That's.
and I think I should have a new phone.
Mm-hmm. I think you should too, Nikki. There you go.
It's a big commitment, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, my husband, every time I go get a new phone, I'm just like, I don't know which one I want. I got to figure this out. And we're in there for hours trying to get me to, and I have a hard time making a decision.
What I do is I go online and I compare all the different phones I'm looking at, and
Oh, I do that too.
it takes me.
Then when I get there, and I'm like, should I go back to iPhone? No, I really like Samsung. And then I'm just like, but iPhone this, iPhone that. Then I'm like, and then the OtterBoxes all fit on the iPhone nice, which they don't fit great on the Samsungs.
Really?
And then I'm like, this one has this feature, and then usually I determine on how good the camera is.
Right.
Because that's the biggest thing I use my phone for is the camera.
Right.
I very rarely use it for telephone calls. That's the least. It's a phone, and that's the least I use it for.
Yeah, I don't get phone calls very often.
When I got this, no, was it this phone? Yeah, this phone. I got this phone. I was so excited when I first heard my cha-ching. Because when I had the Windows phone, it didn't have the cha-ching. It had some stupid sound. And I was like, I just want to hear cha-ching. And that was what I wanted. That was the only reason why I wanted a new phone, was I wanted to be able to hear the cha-ching. I wanted to be able to play Candy Crush, which I never play. I couldn't get Candy Crush on my Windows phone. I had my Windows phone for like 3 or 4 years, and Candy Crush, I mean, you know, that's been out for years and years and years. It had just hit my phone. Candy Crush came out before I got my Windows phone, and I had it for like 3 years. And Candy Crush just came out like 2 months before I got my new phone.
Oh wow.
On Windows phone. I was so pissed. But I thought, ooh, Windows phone. You know, I like Windows more than Apple, right? So I figured, okay, well, it's a new phone, so it's going to take a while to get all the apps that the iPhone has. But yeah, no, I had it for like 3 years. It was horrible. But one thing they had this app. It was an auction app, and I could take it to the auction. I could take pictures of what I wanted and put down, and I could enter in what I wanted to pay for it. And it had this whole thing. It had a calendar where I could program all the auctions that I wanted to go to in. Wow. And it had all these features for when I was at the auction. It was so nice. And but when I went to Samsung, they don't have that auction app. Huh. I don't remember what it was called, but it was such a good app. Huh. And yeah, I could sit there and take pictures instead of marking red X's on all the boxes I wanted. I could just take a picture of the boxes I wanted, you know?
Well, you could still take a picture of the boxes you wanted.
Well, I know, but it was all in the app.
Yeah, it was all.
I am an app fanatic. One time when I had my iPhone, my husband's friend was going to jailbreak it for me. Or he did. And he's like, I can't believe how many apps you have on this phone. And I said, well, it's like my little mini computer. He says, it's just a phone. I can't believe how much you have on here. I said, well, it's like my little mini computer. Like, oh my God, you need to get rid of some of your apps. Yeah, I have like tons of apps.
That's all right.
And most of them I don't even use, but I have them. Right. It was so funny. One time, me and my nephew both went on my dad's computer one night. We were there for a while. I think it was a holiday or something. And we were over there, and we both went and did something with our phones. And it accidentally ended up, and we didn't realize it, it ended up putting all the apps on the computer. Well, my dad went and went to go do his iPhone. All of a sudden, all of my apps, all of my nephew's apps, all went on my dad's phone. Oh, no. My dad was irate. He's like, you two get over here and figure out my phone. And there's so many apps on here. Well, anyways, we're sitting there, and he's like, what is this? What is this app? This don't sound. And then he goes, what's this iDick? That don't sound good. I said, Dad, it's a dictionary. And he's like, I was like, click on it. I'm not clicking on that. And I was like, look, Dad, it's a dictionary.
Oh my gosh.
All me and my nephew's music, all of our apps, all of our pictures, all went on his phone. He was irate. Oh God, he was so mad. Get over here, you two. Yeah, it took a while to figure it all out. And then on the ones, he's like, well, I want to keep this app. I like this app. I said, well, Dad, it's under my account. So if you want to update it or something, which I don't care, I said, but it's going to be a pain in the butt for you. So you should probably just download it from your own. I'm just going to keep it. All right. So then every time it asks for my username and password, he's calling, this app ain't working. It wants to update it and I can't do it. I was like, that's because you never re-downloaded it under your account.
Right.
Oh God, he was so mad. You can just stay off of my computer.
Oh my gosh.
He was so angry. Yeah, what's this iDick?
Jeez. What are you guys doing? Looking at porn?
It was called IDICT.
Oh my gosh.
What is this?
Poor
Hi,
Dad.
Tom.
Now, if that was Uncle Larry, he'd be clicking all over it.
Right?
Good morning.
Morning, Tom. How you doing?
Morning.
Morning.
You survived. Yay.
The snow apocalypse. Oh my God, Snowmageddon.
How you doing there, Tom?
I'm doing good.
He's doing fine till me and Bridget started on him.
I just, if I didn't love you so, I'd get pissed off. But
Aww.
That was last night we were talking about you. I was showing Christmas lights, and this house was all lit up, and Valerie goes, "Be careful of that ice." I said, "Oh my God, good thing Tom ain't here. He'd be walking on ice."
right, y'all just using my name in vain now.
No, it's nice that you care.
Yes.
I do.
Hey, Tom,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to have that Niagara Falls video up today.
Okay, we'll do that. I need something good to watch.
How good it is.
Did you
Well,
just wake up?
I'm gonna tell you ladies one thing. It's a good thing that we don't live. I don't live like in Buffalo, and we had a thing going because you'd become a Southern girl. Because I tell you what, I've had enough of the ice.
Oh, no. Well, I hope you didn't fall or anything.
No, I didn't. Actually, I took my wife to her office this morning.
Oh,
God.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As long as you're careful, be just, you know what I mean? Drive carefully and smart.
there was, all the schools are closed, the colleges are closed.
My
But the
thing
schools
is-
are closed because our school is county-wide, and up on the north side of the county, they did get a lot of snow up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have the resources a lot of times with county.
Yeah, there was an article on the Observer's website, our local newspaper, and they were showing how, and they were, doing the statistics on how much the state of North Carolina has as far as salt and brine and the machinery, and compared to New York, and New York has got like 20 times the amount of everything that we do.
Well,
Right.
you guys are used to having that, I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
it's completely different. New York, we have to because it comes every year all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every year like clockwork.
Yep.
Pretty much.
And then friends of mine that live in Arizona, they talk about the asphalt melting because it's so hot during
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So they can keep that too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah. I wouldn't want that.
I would love to live in Arizona.
Really?
I would rather have the
Oh
cold than the
yeah. The hotter the better.
heat.
But it's a dry heat.
I'd like
Yeah,
Yeah.
dry. I love dry heat.
I don't care. Hot is hot. I don't care if it's
Yeah,
dry,
exactly.
wet, or whatever. It's hot. It's just
Hot. I'm gonna be wet either way. Be sweating.
110 in the shade is too damn hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Dry,
We used to get
wet,
that
or
hot
whatever.
We used to get that hot in California. There'd be days where we'd have like a 10-day stretch where it'd be in the hundreds every single day.
Like that day, Deldon
And
said, "Hot, dry heat." Tell my wet ass cheeks. It's
That's right.
Wasn't that Deldon that said that?
Yeah.
Oh my
And that's what I grew up during, in that stuff. And
Yeah.
it wasn't, it's the same as every place else. If it's too hot to go out, then you stay in. You go in
Yeah.
where there's air conditioning. Same thing with the heat. If it's too cold, you just stay inside.
During the winter, during the summer, we have heat alert. It's, It's gonna be 98 with 500% humidity. Keep your old people in the house.
Right,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yep.
Keep your old people in the house. I love that.
Well, we've had, years ago, we used to have wind chills where they were so cold, 80 below wind chill, and you can't have any skin exposed for longer than 5 minutes,
Right.
Right.
or it will be instant frostbite.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like 31 today. Woohoo!
Ooh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Nikki be laying out in the backyard in her big bikini. Get some
I'm pretty excited. I'm thinking I'm going to work over at the storage shed. I'm pretty excited. It's going to be nice today.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty nice here today. For the most part, all week.
For this time of year, the 31 is really nice.
Yeah.
No, thank
I
you.
mean, 31 in October is harsh.
Yes, very
It's
cold.
pretty harsh. But 31 in December, January, February, oh, we could do that standing on our heads.
No,
30
January, we never see 31 in January. January is below zero
January and
almost all
February.
month long. Yeah. January is horrible.
Yeah.
Check
I
this
hate
out.
January.
Today is 40 degrees. Tomorrow's 50.
Wow.
Tomorrow, the next day is 47. Thursday's 39 with rain, and then Friday is 44.
Wow. Good.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see 40 the rest of the winter.
No, we won't.
Where's that at?
That's here
Oh,
in Kansas.
I think it's supposed to be 60 by Saturday.
That's
I love
pretty
it.
nice.
Still kind of cool for
That's-
you, right, Tom?
Yeah, 60s. That's getting on the cool side.
Yeah.
I'll put a sweater on and keep my flip flops and my shorts on.
There
I'll
you
be
go.
in shorts and a t-shirt if it's 60 degrees.
Yeah.
I've swam in colder weather than 60 degrees.
Yeah, I won't
No.
swim in cold water, no.
We went swimming in October one time. I don't know what it was supposed to be, like a really nice day, and it ended up dropping down, and we were out in the boat, and we decided, I was like, I wanna go tubing, so where they pull the tube behind the boat, and my brother's like, all right, it's kind of cold, but me and the kids, we all wanted to do it, and because I'm only like 10 years older than my nephews, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. So we got in and we did it, and I mean, it was warm in the water. Well, then I started getting out of the water, and it was so cold. I said, I'll just swim back to shore. And I did. I swam back to shore. I was like, nope, I'm not getting out. Running around in that boat with all that wind. Nope.
Yeah.
All the kids are in the boat with their towels around them going, zzz, 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 zzz. I was like, I'll just swim back to shore. It was really warm in the water. When you got out, it was freaking cold.
Yeah.
No.
Man. I have been,
Allie.
it's very scary, but I've been very productive the last couple of days.
That's good.
It's because you get ready to go on vacation again for another 2 weeks. You got to feel like you got something
it's
done.
crazy.
Really?
It is crazy. Like yesterday we did what did we do yesterday? We did the challenge, and then what else? And I did a mail call last night. I got all my packages ready. And then this morning I got up at 5 o'clock and I was ready to go, and
Wow.
You check your temperature and
I went through a whole
skin
box
tone and
from North Carolina.
I feel like crap now because my nap ran long.
Is you what?
Because my nap ran long.
Oh,
Hey,
you're
Sam.
okay.
Hi, Tara.
We
Hey,
understand.
Nikki.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
Tara.
Sally. Hello.
Jim
You must be
left?
having energy from that new fasting diet thing you're doing.
It must have been. It must
You
be.
probably you're probably so hungry in the morning, your body's like, let's get up, because maybe then she'll let us eat.
Exactly.
This is true.
Tara, Jim get back safely from Kentucky?
He is here. The
Good.
the Dex is back. How was your? Did you get snowed in, Tom?
Nah.
No.
It's just more of a nuisance than it was anything else.
Jim left really early on Saturday morning. He was going to leave early anyway, but see, the house we bought is in the Eastern time zone. That's kind of funny. It was like a half hour from my house in Central time, but your cell phones switch over to Eastern time when you're in Eastern time. So he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to try leaving around 5:30 my time, Central time." But because his phone's ahead, he left at 5:30 Eastern time. So he was home at like 6 o'clock at night. He did really good on time.
Yeah.
And they didn't get any snow. I talked to her. I have a friend that's like 40 minutes south of my house. And she said we didn't really get any snow. We got a little bit of freezing rain. We didn't get any snow.
Huh.
So I don't even think that house got any snow at it, really.
Yeah.
So, Tom, are you guys going to have French toast and cereal the next few days to eat up all that milk and bread, or what?
Oh, no, we already eaten it all up. Thank you very kindly. Don't you know? I've got 3 teenagers.
Oh yeah, true.
We had soup and sandwiches last night.
Oh.
He'd be out of luck if it was still icing.
No, I was going ahead and using it up because it's supposed to be sunshiny today, and oh Lord, the weathermen are already losing their damn mind again because man, it's only the beginning of December and we've had this kind of weather. What will our coldest month, January, bring?
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
I know,
I said
I'm
it'll
not
probably
looking
be
forward
sunny
to
and
that.
70. Everybody will be at the beach, the shore.
I just dread January. February, the beginning of February can get really cold, but it's not as bad because it's at the end of February, it's going to start warming up.
Right.
You know, so usually.
You are so funny. The first year I moved up here, the month of February, our high never got above 0, and it was every day was 20 to 30 below wind chill.
Oh my
Really?
God.
Wow.
Yes, that's the first year I moved up here. If you remember last year, I mean, March was cold, and we had snow on the ground here until about the 28th of April. So yeah, you get 6 months of winter here.
Yeah, but the temperatures start warming up towards the end of February.
Okay, I'll give you. You get more in that 25 to 35 range.
I mean,
but
we get
Are you
more
tripping,
snow,
Nikki?
it's the tail end of a very long trip. You know what I mean? It's like when I'll tell you this: when tulips are sprouting in other places and we're still looking at 3 foot of snow, it gets a little sickening.
Yeah, that's true.
My question is this: what day would be like the first day you could sleep outside in your street clothes and not freeze to death?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's gonna be late April, early May.
That's
I
actually
mean,
middle of May, end of May.
You can't.
That's
really,
the true test.
You can't plant flowers here bedding plants before Memorial Day weekend because you're probably going to get frost. And I've seen a lot of frost at the beginning of June too.
Yeah. Well, that one year I told you guys the other day, I do 5 cemetery baskets. And now a couple of years ago, I put cemetery baskets out on Memorial Day. And yeah, that night it dipped down and we got frost and killed them all. I had to replant them all.
Yeah,
And
so
that's the
Jim, is
end
that
of
why
May,
you're
right?
Yeah.
Nikki, that sounds so southern.
Oh yeah.
Driving me crazy,
Jim,
son.
if Jim had his way, he'd live in Florida. He likes the tropics. He likes the heat. He likes palm trees. He likes, the heat don't bother him. He can be anywhere down there in August. He'll be up on the roof fixing his mom and dad's roof in August. He don't care. He likes that. I don't want to live that far south. But he like up here, I mean, yeah, it's cold here. When he's down there working around, I mean, it was like, what was it, like 45, high 40s there when he was down there, I think. It's nice. I mean, it's nice. For us, it's our kind of nice.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you, like, when you got to go outside and start busting water buckets open for animals and stuff, you get tired of cold weather quick.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, or when you got to, poor
Mhm.
animals got to eat and stuff. So you got to go out there and make sure you feed them and bundle them
Yep.
up. And you got to have high electric bills to keep these stock tanks open and stuff. Yeah, it gets old.
Or you're trying to
It-
replace
it's very
rusted
cold.
brake lines with mittens on
Yeah.
because our brake lines last like 2 years because of all the damn salt they put on the roads.
Yep.
Just think you won't have to deal with that anymore.
Nope.
Right.
No, Jim loves it there.
That's the only thing holding me back from having animals again is wintertime.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't ready to give up having outdoor animals, so
Yeah.
yeah, I've had enough. And I don't have family here. Honestly, like you, Nikki, you got your kids there, you got your dad there, you got your nephews there. You have a lot of stuff holding you there, I guess. You know, 'cause you're tight with your family. Jim's family's gone. They're all in Florida.
Yeah.
And my family's all dead. I have absolutely no family here. So why the hell are we staying here?
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I told Gary I would move south during the winter time, but only if my dad went with us.
Right.
I said, if you can talk my dad into going with us, because I can't go 6 months without seeing my dad.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to move south, just move to Alabama because you can move right in. North Carolina and South Carolina, the paperwork for immigrating to our two great states is just so complicated. You probably don't want to deal with it.
No, I would
Mine's
choose
already
Texas
filled out.
probably.
Thank you.
I would choose Texas or Oklahoma. I like Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah, see, there. No offense, there's two places I absolutely would not choose to live in. But anyway, that's me. There's two places I would have absolutely no interest in living.
I've always
Except if I could live down by that north of Waco area, then I'd definitely live over there.
Yeah.
And I heard there's some real good old ladies that got some good stuff to sell.
Easy pickings. Easy pickings. Yeah.
No, when I was truck driving, I love Texas. I mean, Texas was built for semis. And I like Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. That's true.
Well, I've only ever been in West Texas, and I have heard that, like, you know, East Texas is a lot better than West Texas.
Although, if you had to drive like straight through Texas, that was a long ass drive.
Oh yeah.
It's like driving through Tennessee. Thinking
It's a
yourself,
hard
my
drive.
God, will I never get to the other line? The Mississippi never looked so good until you left North Carolina on I-40.
Yeah.
Really? Because Tennessee's so narrow. I mean, it don't take but like 2 hours to get across it. You know.
Pennsylvania is another one, in Montana too. Oh, them are rough states to drive through.
You can drive from North Tennessee to South Tennessee in about 45 minutes. It takes you about 4 hours to go from east to west.
Oh, well, that ain't bad. That's how long it takes me to go from northern Wisconsin to Milwaukee. So it's like 5 hours from where I'm at to the Illinois border. And I'll tell you a state that gets sickening to drive through, Illinois. Like if you take that 39 through central Illinois, I mean, it seems like you're on there for forever.
But I'll tell you, the worst states to drive through is Wyoming and Nebraska, the land of nothing.
Yep, and Kansas too.
Kansas too. Yep.
There ain't much going on here.
No, Kansas is another one.
The worst state to drive through is Georgia, because you're usually driving through Georgia to go to Florida,
and you're driving forever.
And so you're so. It seems like time slows down because you're in such anticipation of getting down there.
Yeah.
It's like, will Georgia never end? And then on the way back, you know, you breeze right on through it.
When we're in Georgia, I'm always happy when we hit Valdosta because we get gas there, and then you know you're very close to the Florida line.
It's true though. Georgia seems like it takes forever.
But honestly, when you cross into North Florida or Orlando, that's still like 3 hours.
From my house to the entrance to Disney World is 10 hours stopping to get gas,
Oh my God, that's nothing, Tom. I could do
That's
that standing on my
I
head.
was gonna say, what the heck?
I was not saying that to complain. I was saying that to gloat.
Oh. Oh my God. I'm like, if this is going to be like one of those people that are going to be like, oh, 10-hour drive, I got to split it up into 3 days or something. I'm like, oh my God.
5-hour break.
No, I was saying that just to gloat
He's
at Bridget
gloating.
because
It's 24 hours from my door to my in-laws' door in Kissimmee.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
about 21
That's 24 hours. Jim will not get a hotel room. You will only stop for gas. If you can get a sandwich or something at the gas station, good for you. Otherwise, you're going to drive straight through till you get to Florida.
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
me and him had to fight.
And
we
don't
would
eat a
have
sandwich
problems because
Yeah.
if I see the barrel coming up and I'm hungry, we're stopping at the barrel.
Yep.
He eats a Cracker Barrel.
What?
You know,
Yeah.
I fired my mom
he won't
for
eat it.
being old.
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel's good.
I would not urinate on a Cracker Barrel if it was on fire.
I like Cracker Barrel.
I've never been to Cracker Barrel. I ate that one wrong.
They
Yeah,
fired
wait
my
till you
mom
get
for being
old.
too old.
It's good.
I don't like it.
It's like I don't know what can I compare it? What's
tastes
like
of being
it?
mean to
What's
old
like
people.
there's something that's like Cracker Barrel, but it's got a different name.
Logan.
Grandma's kitchen.
No.
It's kind of
Oh,
like
they
an
fired Grandma.
updated country kitchen or something, but more updated.
My mom was like 72 and they fired her for being old.
Aw,
At Cracker Barrel?
Yes.
that's
Yes,
not
there's
Yeah.
some grannies at Cracker Barrel. They eliminated them. And I hope Cracker Barrel's listening.
Oh, is that why you don't like Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, they fired his mom. We're not joking.
You mess with my
Aw.
mom,
Crazy.
you get the horns.
Well, Jim, if you're riding with me and I want to stop at the barrel to eat, I'll buy you breakfast, or you can sit in the car.
You
and
would sit
Verna
in the
and
car.
Tara and I can go inside
Tell you
and
what,
eat.
you slow down to 15 miles an hour, I'll push you out the driver's door and then hop in the driver's seat.
Keep on going.
I'll be right back.
Oh
He
my
won't
gosh.
eat at Waffle House either. And actually, I think Waffle House is good, but he won't eat at
Well, I
those
don't
either.
hate Waffle House. I just don't.
Oh.
But I got it in.
Never been to a Waffle House, but Waffle House just sounds dirty. I don't know why.
I
Oh,
was.
no, it's good. It's good.
These guys tried to mug me at a racetrack gas station in Orlando, and it was right next door to the Waffle House. Now, why I associate the Waffle House with the mugging, I don't know. But I remember while I was fearing for my life, all I could see was that sappy black and yellow Waffle House sign. So when I see Waffle House, it reminds me of being mugged.
Oh, God.
Jim,
And also, the guy who tried to mug me came out of the Waffle House.
Ah.
He had a rag wrapped around his head like a towel, like in the cartoons when somebody has a cavity, they got that big rag wrapped around their head that's tied off at the top, and had blood on it. So I don't know what so I don't know what kind of altercation he was in where he had this rag wrapped around his head. But he comes at me, and he had 2 guys with him, and the other 2 guys I couldn't see. So I'm like, where the hell are those guys? And I'm like, I wonder if they're coming around the other side of this building. And I look at the guy behind the bulletproof glass at the gas station. He looks at me, and I'm reaching for a wallet, and he shakes his head no. And I'm like, so I shake my head yes, like I understand. I start backing away, but as I'm backing away, he gets distracted by the guy who's running the gas station, the guy who's there to obviously for no good. So I was able to get to my car because as soon as I started moving towards my car, then they're coming after me. All 3 of them, because the other guys did appear from the other side of the building. That's what they're doing. They're trying to yard me up.
Oh.
Now, was this before Tara?
Yeah. I was probably.
Good thing you married her because she sounds like she saved you from death, 5 wives, something.
It was when I was in my late 20s, and I didn't know to carry something to protect myself.
That is scary.
Yeah.
I will say every time we go to Florida, I get not like I don't want to say like jacked up like Rob, but if you go to a gas station, I will say every trip at least once, I get somebody that tries to get gas off me and like, oh, I don't have any money. Could you just give me gas, or could I have money for gas every time I'm in Florida?
Huh.
Well, that's
Well, I
like
can
it
get
is
hit
down
up in
here.
Georgia too, but like Florida, so I'll include Georgia, I guess. But in those two states, yeah, I don't know why it is, but yeah, you get hit up at gas stations.
We've got panhandling is got so bad in Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
You cannot go to an intersection and somebody's not standing there with a cup and a sign saying, "I'm starving, let me eat."
Yeah.
Oh. We're
And I'm
getting,
thinking to
we're
myself,
starting to get them at Walmarts up here. Like a lot of Walmarts where they hit the, they stand where you're going in and out of the Walmart with their signs and stuff like that. And then they'll have a dog with them because I think they use the dog as a
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
prop because you get people feel bad for the dog.
that's when you come out and bring a little something for the dog to eat.
Yeah, I try not to engage.
Yeah, do
Yeah. If I'm a woman driving by myself, I mean, I just don't engage because you got to think of your own safety. So
Yep.
anyway, that's me.
Well, the Walmart that we go to, I said something to the assistant manager. I said, it's getting bad that you don't feel comfortable coming in y'all's parking lot or leaving your parking lot because of the people loitering by the entrance. And he said, really? And I said, yeah. And he said, okay, I'll take care of it. And hell, I haven't seen anybody at the entrance to his Walmart since then. I don't know whether he had them taken care of or he called the law and they said, can't do this. This is private property.
Oh wow, Jennifer. She has one at her Walmart and he has a dog. I followed him at the end of the day and he got into a brand new Prius.
There's a guy here that does these Walmart panhandler videos. It's a little bit
exposes
north of
them.
me in Iron Mountain. He'll tape them, but then he follows them where they'll go, and they'll get a very nice new vehicle. They'll be pulling like a big RV or whatever. But that's just like it's like this like culture of paying for your RV travels is by panhandling at Walmart. Crazy.
Don't let Brandon hear that. He'll be standing out by the Walmart with his kids hard up.
Hell no. Yeah, we had a big talk about how we are not panhandlers that day.
Little
But
Brandon,
somebody told, see, sometimes he's gullible because he's a child. And they're like, oh, yeah, you should go play the guitar and see if anybody gives you money. So he goes and hams it up and does it out of just not knowing any better. So we had to talk about why we don't do this kind of stuff because we're not like panhandling street performers. No offense to people that do that, but that's just not who we are. I'm not going to have, like, even though we're moving out of this town, I'm not going to have, oh, yeah, just see the Carries that got their son panhandling at the youth days auction. Oh, isn't that nice?
It was with a pink toy ukulele.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord. Children, they will do the craziest things.
He's got this cup of coins. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, oh, my God.
Well, and what do you expect? It's the youth days auction. It's 11 o'clock at night. It's run by a bunch of people that have been drinking all night. So they're drunk at this time, giving my son stupid suggestions. Of course, he's like off somewhere. I'm in line to pay. So he's off in the other building and they give him this stupid idea. I look up and there he's dancing. I don't know. He's doing this dance, playing this ukulele, and no offense, I mean, he looked like one of those, like, I don't know, like he should have had a fedora on and started doing like a tap dance or something.
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Yeah.
It was not our proudest family.
Yeah, it wasn't a proud family moment for us.
Okay, if you have any little boys or little girls, or you've had them and you've done the Cub Scout or the Girl Scout thing, you've hustled popcorn or you've hustled cookies.
Yeah.
When my boys were little, we always used to go to this Mexican restaurant and we would sell popcorn. And you always wanted to do the last shift because that's when Papa and Mama are coming out of the Mexican restaurant after they've had about 4 margaritas. And they come out there going, look at these cute little boys in their uniforms. And because we tell them, you need to look cute.
Yeah.
We send the Boy Scouts home because they're too old and they don't look cute. We got to have the cutest of the cuties out there between 7 and 9 o'clock. Because they'll come out of there. This old man came out there and he said, well, let's see what Pawpaw can buy. And he walked away with about $200 worth of popcorn.
Oh, boy.
So that's the end one. You know, we made our quota in about 15 minutes. That's right.
Yeah, and Tom's got his extra cute Russian adopted kids, you know.
Yeah.
Could have had like a sign we came from the Ukraine or something. You could have really cashed in.
Well, you know, it wasn't just us. It was like another mom or dad and their son or son.
I
So,
know.
You should have had them have puppies.
Yeah.
You should have had each kid have a puppy. That'll help.
yeah. So I'm giving this is if you're young and you've got young kids and they're in the scouts or want to be in the scouts when they're older, remember, find a restaurant that sells liquor and be out there when people are coming out after they've had dinner. Because them suckers were loading up. We literally ran out of stuff. And I'm talking about like the big $50 tubs of popcorn. So anyhow, or you can do the other thing. You can just give one of the boys a ukulele and let him strum and the other three dance.
Think by the light of the silvery moon.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Watch sold and paid.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. And that's what I gave for all the watches.
Cool.
That's the train one.
Yep.
Good job.
Todd is a superstar.
I'm a superstar.
Yes.
It's the gold star of the day.
Todd's gonna have to get him another one because that's the one he used to wear in his 3-piece suit when he used to go down to the Barons Ball in Dallas, you know, with all the rich people, with Bobby and JR.
Yeah.
To the Barons Ball.
I'm trying my luck right now. I got mine listed for $800, but we'll see what happens. I don't know how many freaking watchers I got because everybody in the chat yesterday was watching it. So,
Oh boy.
and it's got like over 100 views. So,
What is
we'll
it?
see. It's a trophy for the Yu-Gi-Oh game, and it's when it first started.
Oh. Are there any
So
other, is there any like have there ever been any sold before or not really?
there has been some that have sold in best offers taken for 800, for 750, for 600.
Mm.
I was gonna put it on auction, but I was like, I'm just gonna try my luck with 800 and see where it goes. But I have 2 of them.
Oh wow. Well, that'd be awesome.
So if I find out where it's going the first time, then I'll know what I got.
My hair looks like I am an insane person today.
Well,
Yeah, do it. Go ahead. Remember, you're not here. I can't talk to you. Like, I gotta pretend you're not here.
So when you're taking another load down to Kentucky?
no,
Oh,
I think Saturday morning. Brandon's got a Christmas concert is on Friday, so Jim's gonna stay up here for that. And I don't think, well, he wouldn't be able to leave and get back for Friday, so he's gonna leave Saturday morning.
Are y'all going down there for Christmas?
Probably. My son is pestering me to go down there for Christmas. Yes.
Well, Jim, be sure to put the Christmas tree up while you're down there.
He did. He did.
There ain't no probably about it. We are.
Oh yeah, every day Brandon's like, "Are we going to for Kentucky for Christmas? Are we going to Kentucky for Christmas?" He's mad because Jim's getting to go down to Kentucky without him, and yeah, it's not a happy boy right now.
There is no try. There is only do or do not.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I would give Brandon a big old Christmas present if I win the lottery.
Yeah, I just
Well,
got,
he's getting
And
a
I
big
got
old Christmas present, so
two
don't
big
worry
old
about
Mayflower moving vans would pull up in y'all's
it.
in your yard,
Well, that'd
and
be
he
a
would
nice
walk around
present
saying,
for us.
"Load her up, babies.
Yeah,
We're
that'd
going
be
to
a nice
Kentucky."
present for us.
yeah, no, I emptied our PayPal account last night on Brandon, so
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
yeah.
Yeah, $400 worth of PS4 VR stuff.
Oh
Ooh.
God!
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like my
Lucky
wife. She
kid.
wants,
Yeah, it's super delicate too.
what is,
I mean, if he breaks it, I'm gonna kill him.
there's this game that just came out that you have to have the VR for. It's drum beats or something like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It came with 5
Like you got
games.
two lights
It's a
set
in a
up.
bundle.
It's some kind of bundle. It came with 5 games. You get the wand, the camera, whatever else you need. I don't know. Yeah, it was like 400. I can't. You know, when I was a kid, like in '82, I remember I asked for the Atari 2600, which was $100, and my mom's like, "Oh boy, ooh, that's expensive. If you get something like that, that's the only thing you're gonna get. You won't be able to get any other presents because that is such an expensive present."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I cannot believe that. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Nowadays, yeah.
I didn't get $400 worth of stuff the whole time I was a kid, and Santa Claus came to see me.
no. I will say though, for us, me and Jim, we won't buy anything for each other. We only buy presents for Brandon. We don't buy anything else for anybody else. So all our Christmas money goes into him. So.
Well, yeah, except yesterday Tara bought herself one of those
I couldn't.
batons.
It was on sale. I couldn't help it.
Those Star Wars, that baton they snap out, the stormtrooper, the shock troopers or whatever, that electric baton where they shock people with it. Yeah, Tara bought one of those yesterday, the Black Series or whatever. I was like, holy crap.
But that's for protection.
There you
There you go.
I'm not going to risk hitting anybody with this and breaking it. No,
Well,
it's just for looking at.
It buzzes. I told her, yeah, we can use it for like role play. We can wear stormtrooper helmets.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want you messing up my stuff.
Nothing but a stormtrooper helmet.
When you said baton, all I could think of was like a marching band, twirler.
Oh no!
And I can
Oh
just
my
in
God.
my mind, I can see Tara out of the tossing it up in the air. And
It's that riot baton from Force Awakens where they like he's gonna fight Finn and he snaps it out, spins it around, and then it like shocks you and shit.
I like that though. I like where Tom was going with the majorette. You could just wear the majorette hat and march in the bedroom.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I'll do it Grey Garden style.
But that's the first thing that popped in my mind was that kind of baton. Not a policeman baton where they flip it and it extends out.
I went to an auction on Saturday and I told Brandon, "You've been so good, we'll stop at GameStop on our way home." If you go to GameStop, at least mine, their clearance price stuff is all 50% off. And I saw they had 2 of these. I'm like, oh boy, that's nice. Oh, I kind of like to have that, but it's pretty expensive. So I walked out on
How much was
it.
it originally?
$150. So
How can it be on clearance?
oh no, it was $199 on clearance for $100 and a half, and then it was half off of that.
Oh, okay.
So he had to go get a car part yesterday, and then I was kind of like, well, screw it, I'm just gonna buy it for myself. Anyway.
Well, you deserve to get stuff once in a while.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Teresa. That's a good problem to have. She said, my eBay is driving me crazy today. About the time I get a list of orders to pull, another one sells.
To hook up to the next part where she fights Kylo Ren, which is another separate thing I haven't been able to choose yet.
I love days like that.
Saying that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Tessa.
Teresa, Tessa, yeah.
Just be quiet and pull your items and wrap them up and ship them, because there's people in Minnesota that would love to have that problem right now.
Oh, it's cold.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my tank. It was cold.
It's 34 here now.
It's not even close to that right now. It's supposed to get
I
better.
don't want to hear any complaining, Nikki, because you were the one who was saying that it's not that bad, and
Yeah, I think Nikki's on crack.
so you're not allowed to complain.
I said it's going to be 31 today. I didn't say it was 31 now.
Just saying, you
It's
can't
cold right
complain.
now.
Usually she's in shorts by now.
Yep.
She's the ice princess. She can't complain.
I have sweatpants on. No, with my arthritis, I can see myself moving forward. Just being happy. Because I get just like the other day. I was eating I got what do you call it? A smooth or a shake, a fruit shake, and I was holding it, and my hands hurt so bad I can't even tell you from the cold. And it took me like half the day to get the pain to even go down. So yeah, the cold weather is really starting to affect that.
Hey, Nikki, do you ever get gout?
I used to. I've gotten gout before, but I haven't gotten it since I
You
was.
know, you can get it in your wrists.
Yeah, it's not gout. It's rheumatoid arthritis.
Okay. Because I've been having that wrist pain. So I was reading up on gout. And they said actually wrist gout is not uncommon at all. And they said drink lots of water. And I found it directly relation. I mean, if I really pound the water, my wrist pain will go away. If I have a bad episode, if I drink like 3-4 bottles of water, it'll take away the wrist pain.
Yeah, because he was eating a bunch of chips on his way down to Kentucky. He said he had a flare up, and then you start pounding
Instead of
water.
you're supposed to avoid salty, greasy foods and meat if possible.
Yeah.
And I was eating those chips on the way down. My wrist started locking up. I'm like, holy crap! So I got some regular water and started pounding that, and it took it out.
I've been tested. It's rheumatoid arthritis.
Okay.
And Kathy, she was telling me that her arthritis, she has that methotrexate takes it away for the most part, and she doesn't have any symptoms. So I'm just waiting for that to finally kick in.
Could you give me that stack of wreaths that are on the table so I can measure them?
Well, my doctor wants to prescribe all these meds for my arthritis, and I just, having lived through Roberta's transplant and all the information that goes along with it about all the meds that goes through your liver and whatnot, I try not to take anything unless I'm in
Wow, remember that.
extreme pain.
I was taking 7 ibuprofens 4 times a day, every 4 hours. And I figure no matter what pills they give me, can't be much worse than me taking that ibuprofen like that.
Wow, girl,
And
that shit will kill you.
I was taking 7 ibuprofens every 4 hours, every single day, around the clock. And I still had the pain.
I think Tom takes 7 Southern Comforts every hour. And the pain goes away.
No, I just do a couple of shots every 4 hours. That'll take care of it.
Yeah.
That's like candy. That's like mother's milk.
Yeah, this methotrexate don't sound like a very good drug either, but I don't know what else to do.
You know, if you sit down and you get a prescription for something and you start looking at all the side effects, it will freak a person out.
I know, it makes you wonder if it's worth just living with the pain, or now if it was just pain that I was dealing with, but it's not just pain. I can't do anything with my hands.
Well,
The other day when I was packing my packages, I was in tears. I was in so much pain.
My hands are so bad when I couldn't pull the receipt out of the gas pump. You know, when it gives you the receipt, I did not have enough thumb strength. I couldn't make my thumb and my index finger squeeze together tight enough to pull the receipt out. I had to go to the other hand. That's when I was driving down. when I had that flare up, and it was I knew it was right away. I'm like, oh my god, it's from eating those damn chips. But anyway, I'm sure the arthritis is like the same thing. Yeah, you can't. I couldn't even grab the receipt. I had to reach over. I tried to grab with my left hand. I had to reach over my right hand and grab it. I mean, it's like debilitating.
Man.
Most of the time I can't even start my truck. I have to use pliers to start it.
Or if I got one of my good, I'll have it worse in one hand or the other. I'll reach through the steering wheel with the other hand to start.
Yeah.
Well, for me at least, pounding that water really fixed it.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of water and it's not doing it.
No.
My dad had me drinking quinine water too because it worked for him and that didn't work for me. All it did was make me want to puke.
Might as well.
Well, I tell you, when you're drinking that much water that fast, you got to stop at every rest stop along the way. Though I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Now, Jim, after y'all get settled in Texas, and if this keeps flaring up, if Tara gets the rifle out and grabs you by the hand and says, "Hey, baby, let's walk to the back of the field."
Just look at
the pretty flowers. But we're not going to Texas.
Just look at the flowers. That's what I was trying to say.
You get ready to put
The flower.
He doesn't watch The Walking Dead anymore. I don't know if he knows that.
Who's that?
You.
Oh no, I watched it beyond the point where she took the little girl off and they looked at flowers.
Oh, okay.
The crazy girl.
Yeah, I like my sister. I'm not going to shoot her.
But yeah. I said he's had some good years. He's just
No way. If I get rid of Jim, I'll have the neighbor coming down by me. Oh yeah, so you're single? I mean, my friend moved down there. She's her significant other passed away. Anyway, I mean, she must have had 12 guys knocking on her door.
There is actually Kentucky. If you look at the population, there is an overpopulation of women in Kentucky.
Really?
No women.
Because they're all horse women.
Yes. Oh, you know what it is? It's the damn horses.
Yeah.
I just thought bunch of glassy-eyed, horse-loving women.
Lord.
No, because usually when they have a horse, they don't need a man.
Oh, but they find it.
Yeah, but the men don't know that.
Yeah. There's a real funny thing about the horse industry. It's an industry that is participated in, I would say, 90% by women. But yet, I would say 75, 80% of horse trainers, farriers, vets are all men. So what do you think those women are chasing? Your vets, your horseshoers, and your horse trainers.
Yeah, that's where the money's going right there.
Yeah.
You just saved a fortune if you hook up with the dadgum. Is it farrier?
Yeah.
Horseshoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's your day. Because that farrier, you see like 10 girls at a time.
My farrier is on his. He just got through about a year and a half ago his 4th divorce.
Oh my gosh!
He's had a lot of infertility problems because I've seen it. You'll have these horse girls; they'll about throw themselves at these guys. I mean, you could be an ugly man and you train horses and show good and get high ribbons and stuff. I mean, you'll have women throwing themselves at you. It's crazy. It's insane.
And when these guys are there doing your horse, when they're, because they like to chit chat, all they're talking about is their exploits. Oh yeah, I was with this person, and then went camping with this person. I mean, it's just all these. You forget all the names of these women they're rattling off. Good Lord!
Yeah.
I'm going to tell my sons that they need to tell all their friends that are looking for girlfriends that they need to transfer to the University of Kentucky or one of the ones.
I have a friend who is a trainer. He is an immigrant from Hungary. He does well, wins a lot on this Illinois circuit. He looks like Ichabod Crane. I'm not kidding you. His torso is like longer than his legs. He has this real weird physique, and he's got, I don't care for long hair, and he's got this long hair and a ponytail. He looks like he weighs about 96 pounds. Beautiful women are all over him just because he can ride and train.
Wow, this is crazy.
And I'm not talking about like dog women. I mean like beautiful. I mean, you know, manicured, French cut nails, beautiful hairs, everything, the whole thing. You know, they've got themselves done to the T's, and they're just all over him.
Well, you know what? You can love a rich man. You can love an ugly man, an ugly rich man, just as good as you can a good-looking poor man.
That's right.
Yeah, but there's a lot of horse trainers. They ain't rich. They don't got no money. They
A lot of
hook up
says
with
he
a
looks
woman
like the
that's
headless
got money.
horseman.
They hook up with a woman that's got money. But I get horse people. Remember that Best of Show movie? That's what they're like, Tom.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the sketchiest people there is, who are all like maxed out on their credit and have bumps and everything. No, they don't have any. They're not rich. Horse people
Alana
like
asked, he looks like the headless horseman, Tara?
what did you say?
He looks like the headless horseman?
Yeah, he looks like Ichabod Crane.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like the drawing of Ichabod Crane, where he's all like
Yeah.
skinny and goofy looking. That's what he looks like.
Oh my gosh.
He went to Tara. He saw me. He's from Hungary. Is he Hungarian?
Yeah, his name's Attila.
He's got this Eastern European accent. He goes to Tara. He goes, is this your boyfriend? Not when I'm not there. She's like, yeah. He goes, I see you have him well trained. He follows you everywhere. Tara tells me this. I'm at this horse show in a strange town. I don't know any of these freaking people. Who the hell else am I going to hang out with?
That's hilarious.
He's talking like I'm some kind of trained dog or something. Like maybe I should be like pushing her around or giving her orders or something.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my gosh.
Talk about Jim's at a horse show with me. We had gone to a horse show somewhere else, and I told Jim I'm leading my horse, and if you know anything about horses, you always lead a horse on the left side. He's on my right side. I said, Jim, this horse is going to spook at this stuff here. Why don't you get out of there? And he don't listen to me, and the horse ends up stepping on him. So he's being a big crybaby that this horse stepped on him. I'm like, he stepped on you. Okay, so we're at this horse show. There's this little boy there that rides. He's maybe about Brandon's age, like 10 or 11. He goes, and Jim's telling this story. So this little boy goes, oh, wait. Now tell me what happened. So Jim goes through this whole story, how he felt he was sick. And this little kid goes to him, no, you were stepped on. It was so He's got his little kid. He's a grown-ass man. This little kid's telling him he's wrong. It was funny.
Oh my god.
I can't control my laughter.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all are sad. Them horse people are sad.
Yeah.
Them animal people are sad. But yeah, Tara, my brother looks at that Best of Show and he'll say, yep, that's the way they are.
That is. I mean, I can relate to it because I've seen people exactly like that. Like when they're at the hotel and their credit card's getting declined, I'm like, I know people that are like this. They got the best horse in the thing and their credit card's getting declined. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
And anything this day, whether it's horses or dogs or children playing traveling baseball teams or soccer teams or any of that kind of stuff, you better have deep pockets or you need not to participate.
Yeah.
Yep.
You need to remember to bring the good credit card.
The one that you got one more notice on.
Yeah.
You know it's bad when you open up your wallet and you got all these credit cards. You're like, well, none of them work. Well, this one works, but the rest of them I don't even know why I haven't carry them around.
I knew a horse person in their kitchen. They had a drawer full of credit cards they would go through to see which ones were good and which ones were maxed out. Anyway, and I'm not talking like 5. I'm talking like you pull open a utensil drawer and there must have been 50 in there. It was amazing.
Wow.
Okay, the movie is called Best of Show. You need to see it.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I have never seen that.
It's good.
It's good.
And it's making fun. It's making fun of these dog show people.
Yeah.
But it's it's not really mean. It's
No.
truthful.
It's just the way it is. Yeah. You end up having a lot of people that used to show horses end up going over to dog show circuit.
And there's a lot of in that movie. There's a lot. There's gay people, but it's the same thing with horse. And I'm sure with dog shows, but it's the same thing with horses too. You do have a lot of gay men in the horse showing stuff too.
Say that one more time.
You have gay in the horse business. You have a lot of gay men too.
Yeah.
And the movie, but I'm just saying because at Best in Show, you do have this man couple. They're shooting with the dog or whatever, but actually, it kind of reminds me of gay guys who have go to horse shows and
stuff. My favorite couple off of that show is not the lady and the guy with the 2 left feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they're the ones that get their credit card declined. Yeah, and she slept with every man, so.
Yeah, that goes on too.
It's the yuppie couple.
Yeah.
The ones with the braces.
Yeah, with the Weimaraner.
They lose their shit over that damn Weimaraner.
Well, for us, that Weinerheimer, whatever, is Mabel. She's like always at the foot of our bed staring at us.
But they that's my favorite couple because they are so over the top.
Where's that dog? Where's Balto?
I handed him to you last night to bring in. He's wrapped in plastic. Last time I saw him, I gave him to you out in the garage. I remember it, so you don't have to remember it because I know it.
Well, I want to say thank you, Tessa, because since you mentioned that, I had another sale.
Woohoo!
That's good.
Was that you did just went ka-ching?
No, that was me.
No, I didn't. It's been a few minutes ago.
Oh my God! Now he's got the freaking horn blowing on his truck.
Are you having problems with your significant other today?
Are
you having problems with your significant other today?
I'm having.
He needs to go to work.
Tell me about it. At 4 o'clock in the morning, he says, he gets up, he goes out in the kitchen, and then he comes back. He goes, "Oh, I'm not going to work today." I'm like, "What?" Come on. Oh, I'm just so tired. I'm like,
I wonder
we just have
this guy with these calendar tops is waiting for the invoice because he still hasn't paid, and those sold before you left.
I just can't.
Well, I don't know. Can you do it?
We just didn't spend enough time together this weekend, Bridget.
Yeah.
That's right.
I probably still use it by myself.
He wants to spend the rest of this day with you too. Without the stinky couch.
Oh my God.
You just need to close down the computer and y'all just go cuddle on the couch and watch a movie or two.
There you go.
She's got things to do.
Make you a couple of hot chocolates. Put a double shot of Kahlua in his so he'll go to sleep and leave you alone. Lord have mercy.
That thing sounds like it's eating something.
I know.
That does not sound good.
Demon printer.
That was Jim's tape gun, I think.
Oh.
He had to go all the way around. It's Tim's tape gun. He went all the way around the box.
Tape gun from hell.
More Chinese tape guns are back.
Oh yeah.
The place that we buy our tape from, this Menards, they opened up this big fancy thing with it, but it's all like that Duck brand tape, and that Duck brand tape's thin. I don't like to use it. Well, this Chinese tape where they give you a free tape gun with the 8 rolls of tape, They're back. They're in the painting section, but it's back. So now we're buying that again. It's nice thick tape. So and it is noisier, but it works really good.
Hey, I thought it was a printer.
No, it was Jim's tape gun.
If your printer's making that noise, you need a new
Crazy.
printer for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
I got 3 of them. Let me know where to ship them to. That's too many.
We updated with those. We got those government printers, and man, they're really nice ones.
Boy, like taxpayers
wow.
buy nice stuff.
Oh yeah, we got them at the courthouse auction. I'm like, wow, and we didn't pay nothing for them. Like maybe $5.
Oh my God! And speaking of taxpayer money, when I was at the house this last trip, Tara wasn't there, but when I was there alone this last trip when I was unloading, I hear this thumping in the air. I'm like, what in the? It sounds like a helicopter, but all we have here is like Flight for Life helicopters. We're in a really rural area, so we never see like these big helicopters. The first time I've ever seen one in my life, and it was in flight, one of those 2-prop National Guard where they got they're tilted forward. My heart welled up. I'm like, oh my gosh. This is America. I'm so happy to be in Kentucky right now. I'm like, this is awesome.
Was it a Chinook?
I guess, yeah, the Chinook or Sikorsky, whichever one. One of those big 2-prop helicopters.
Yeah.
I guess
Cool.
it's National Guard, whatever the National Guard uses, because there's a big National Guard base close to us.
Yeah.
Man, I'm like, man, there's my tax dollars at work. I'm loving it.
My neighbor's a little old guy, and he's like, he was watching something on the news earlier, and he was talking about the North Carolina National Guard having some, was it the Sikorsky or whatever choppers, and he's like, I can't believe they're buying Russian helicopters, and I said, they're not Russian. They're made up like up in Maine or Massachusetts or someplace like that.
Yeah, the guy immigrated here. His family did. He's not. They're not Russian.
Yeah, I said they're made up. They're American made, someplace up in the Northeast. So, Bridget, you going to the thrift store today?
I don't see her in her chair, Tom.
Oh, there she is.
Bridget,
What? Sorry, I'm packing.
you going to the thrift store today?
No, I'm staying home. But I might
Hey,
send him to the thrift store today.
found some good stuff when you were showing me around town.
Huh?
Said you bought some good stuff while you were showing me around town.
Yeah, I know, I did. Now I just gotta sell it. Now I have too much to do. I have to get the tree decorated and
Nikki turned the camera around. What was it, Friday? Was it Friday or Thursday? Had to be Thursday. She turned the camera around so I could see while she was driving around, and then she said, "Oh, here's a thrift store." So she went into the thrift store, and I think she bought something, or a couple of things. And then Bridget, she couldn't be outdone. She's like, "Well, now I've got to go to the thrift store."
I know. It's like, what the heck? So don't anybody go to the thrift store while I'm on. I'm kidding. Well, now that my storage unit is getting empty, it's easier to go.
Yeah. Yeah, to start finding some more auctions, huh?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait.
Build it back up.
I think I'm gonna wait till the first of the year for that, or till it warms up a little bit.
Yeah.
Get everything listed and then take the rest of the year off.
No, I can't do that. I would go nuts.
Yeah.
All Kathy has to say is, I went to an auction last night and I bought another bin, and then Bridget will be go.
Great. I've been looking to see if I could find any good ones, but there was really none around me.
That's because it's 5 feet of snow all around you.
Mm-hmm.
Not 5 feet.
Okay.
10.
Well, that's the reason you need to take your vacation during the winter months, so you can come south and you can go to auctions and then haul it all back up there.
There you go.
Oh my God, that means I'd have to drive down there. Or I could just mail it like Valerie does.
You can ship it back. You know, back before they had American Express and all of that, not American Express, Federal Express and all of those, you know, overnight shipping companies. My dad had electronic equipment that he had to send off to be recalibrated, and we would ship stuff by bus. It would take 2 days for it to go from here to Atlanta.
Wow.
But it was cheap.
Right.
I would do that. Actually, I went to that auction in Orlando area. It was actually a pretty good auction. They had decent prices. And Jim's like, "Hey, we should take the box truck down there." I'm like, "I'm not riding in that box truck down there. I go, we can take a trailer down there. I'd rather ride in the pickup truck than that standard cab box truck, you know." He's like, "Well, we got to go down there with something because you always bring back concrete statues. So what does it matter?"
I mean, I would love to go to different states and, you know, go to see how the auctions are in different states.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I just don't know how that works with, like, tax exempt. Like, I'm tax exempt in New York. I don't have to pay tax at auctions. I don't know how that
You got
works.
to balance it out, Bridget. You got to balance it out.
True.
You worry about the little bit of sales tax you pay, or all that hotel and food and stuff like that you're writing off as an expense.
True. Yeah, you can. I guess I could write all that out.
We have a concrete art gallery around here.
Really? Do you
Yeah,
have? Are you talking about in your yard? Are you into concrete statues, Tom?
No, not me. Not me.
She's all excited for a second.
But there's a place down the road that they sell them. And I was driving by there and I was slowing down, and Roberta was going, "What are you slowing down for?" I said, "I'm looking to see if they have any crazy shit out there." Jim and Tara's going to drive up in their house in Kentucky. They're going to see a flock of chickens, concrete chickens.
Yeah, I got quite a few concrete chickens. I don't have any real ginormous ones. And there was this dragon. It looked like a sea serpent. It comes in 3 pieces. It looks like it's diving in and out of your lawn, you know? And I wanted to buy it, and they only had one, and they sold it. And Jim went and tried to get me one. He goes, "No, we can't. I can't get any more of those." It was really cool looking. I've never seen another
That
one like
sounds
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, you need to get you some molds. Start making them yourself.
Yeah, except I mean, I still have to sell on eBay, so then I'd have to like turn it into this concrete business, and I don't think I got time. I can only do so much, Tom, and I'm not going to hire outside people. So.
But I did. I was checking it out to see if I saw anything really.
Oh my God! You just reminded me of something, though. That asshole. I went to an auction on Saturday because he had a concrete lawn jockey pictured, and it never was at the auction.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, a lawn jockey.
Yeah, it wasn't there because I'm like, there was more than one reason I went to that. It was because of that concrete lawn jockey.
We got our new concrete porch. We got lawn jockeys at either end of it, in either tip holding out their lanterns. I think they're the only ones on the porch. Everybody else is off in the grass and the
Pretty
landscaping.
much. Yeah. There's that little old sheep.
We
one.
got a naked boy riding a dolphin.
I think it's a girl.
This girl.
Well, it doesn't have a wiener.
Doesn't have boobs, so very young, too. Well, it is on the dolphin.
Yeah, but
So you
you
couldn't
can
see
see
the
its
head
wiener
genitalia.
sticking out. Because
No,
boys
what
don't
is up
sit.
on the back?
When you ride a horse, it isn't like you sit right on your wiener. You sit on your butt.
Yeah, but the dolphin's like rearing up. It would be covering up anything.
How do you know?
Well, if you watch a person ride, usually men sit more on the flat of their ass, and a
Anyway,
woman will sit a little
We have
more
a
on the top
sexless
of her.
human being, young, riding a dolphin, and it's like 3 feet tall. And
It's hideous.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen, but it's so hideous. It's cool.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are hilarious today.
Yeah, we probably have too many concrete statues. I do like them.
We should have a bumper sticker. We break for concrete lawn
Yeah.
ornaments.
Oh my God, there's a big place in southern Indiana. They must have 5,000 concrete statues out there for sale, and I gotta go in there one of these trips just to go check it out. There's a good one in Kentucky too, I found. But the
Yeah,
best
when you
one-
guys get settled, you need to do like a tour of all your cement statues.
Oh my God!
The statuary.
No, because
Yeah.
people think we're
I
crazy.
want to see them all.
I know, I do too.
People already know you're crazy.
I try not to put it out there,
Yeah,
you know.
kind of
Oh,
too late. You
It's
hang
just
out
trying
with
to
us.
confirm everything. That's all. No big
There's
deal.
there's Brandon. There's Brandon some material for his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
He can go out there and like the guy from Australia, how he did all the animals. He's a vicious one.
Yeah.
This chicken, this one will chase you all around the yard.
Oh my God, there's a really good concrete place in Kissimmee. We go to it every time we're down there. I mean, I love that place. And the guy's like really good if you buy multiple statues. He starts giving you like really good negotiated down prices and stuff. I just love that place. They got like those big ginormous Florida fountains, which actually I'd like to have one of those.
You talking about like goes out in front of a big mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'll need one of those for your plantation.
Yeah, have you seen the house? Our house is not a plantation house, Tom.
Our house right now, it's like the White House, where they put up all those vehicle barriers so you can't get close to it. That's what the lawn ornaments are like now. So I don't know where the hell we're going to put this big round fountain, but...
Yeah, but it'd be cool to have.
Because I went out back, because you got to turn the well on. When I show up, I got to turn the water on. It's in this like little pump house. So I got to get to the pump house. I look down, and here's a big stack. It's like the graveyard of the not put out yet cement people or animals and stuff. I'm like, where the hell are we going to put all these cement critters? Those are the ones behind the house that are like in storage. At the new place. And we ain't even done moving all this crap down there yet.
Yeah, I have
10 truckloads to go.
Behind the garage where I'm living, I have like 3 pallets that are all concrete statues
Oh my God, I forgot
waiting to get moved. I'm yarding them up like a concrete plant on pallets ready to get moved. Anyway.
Our concrete statuary local place has a great big road sign, and on it it says, "Got dirty birds? We sell bird baths."
Clever.
There you go.
After Tara gets moved in and she's sitting at her desk doing her listening during the summer, she'll see cars coming up in the driveway and people getting out.
No, that's why you get a driveway gate, Tom.
Saying,
No, Tom, no, that would never happen because I put a gate on my driveway so I can shut it when I'm at home and nobody can come in.
And this spring, I'm ordering geese and turkeys. The meanest ones I can get.
well, I mean, he could be out there spinning this sign saying, "Visit the concrete collection, $5."
I'll talk to her later because it's gonna be like 3 hours. Yeah.
Joy's probably watching this right now. She wouldn't take my call.
And if you are, I'm going back later.
I'll talk to you later.
Oh, I didn't pick up the phone when I called you. I saw it.
Not like me. My neighbor called me and I'm like, oh no, because it's going to be hours.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love her and stuff, but I know it's going to be like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I just not right now. I gotta do some other stuff first.
Yep.
I don't have the time right now.
I hear you.
Jim, you getting geese?
We have geese right now. I have 4
No, they ain't
geese.
mean.
But Jim wants to get mean bird. Jim's brother's like, oh yeah, well, don't expect anybody to come visit you if you got all these mean birds. He's like, good, exactly.
Whole purpose.
I like to be left alone completely.
I will tell you this: if you want to, like, you think like, oh, I'll get a dog so people don't wander around the yard or whatever. You get turkeys and geese. People are more afraid of those birds than they would be of a dog.
And when a goose or a turkey bites somebody, they call the cops are like, well, if you're in their yard and their geese and turkeys are biting you, maybe you should just stay the hell out of their yard. It's not like a dog, because a dog bite's like a criminal thing.
That's true.
But turkeys and geese, they can get away with anything. Except, well, don't get emus, though. They kind of clamp down on emus. I checked that out.
My God. Yeah, they really raise your insurance rates and stuff. And they live too long. Me and Jim are in the second half of our life. I can't have an animal that can live to be like 40.
Oh, I know. I'm
not going to will animals to somebody else because they're going to outlive me.
Me and Tara will be on our deathbed together, holding hands. Brandon, please take care of the emus. Promise us.
That's why I don't have a parrot.
Yeah, Craigslist Hunter is going to be like 115 years old by the time that bird of his dies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and didn't they inherited it from somebody else?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of an older bird now. It's like, I think like 30 or 40.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He said it was
Yeah, and
30.
he's got that parrot.
Yeah, he's got that stupid parrot.
He inherited it, I think.
Or something.
Yeah. No, the owner died.
Oh,
I think actually it's
so he
his
didn't take
business
it in for a business
No,
thing.
his business partner inherited that. I think his name Andre, but because people have asked, like, can I buy the parrot? But he's like, oh no, I can't sell the parrot.
I'd sell the parrot.
No.
I'd figure out some holiday where the parrot's first.
I don't do birds.
I've never had a bird in the house. I've always wanted like a small like lovebird or something, or a pair of lovebirds, but I've never done it.
We had one of those orange wings Amazons like he has, but it was with green color, and that sucker lived forever.
Yeah.
My mom ended up having to give him away, but it was like, good Lord.
Yeah, and when they bite because they got big ass player beaks on them.
Oh yeah, they're cool to have around. They're fun, but like you said, they outlive everybody. You'll be 180,000 years old.
Well, pets are really for young people. When you got to come home every day, and you gotta, you have to come home every day. When you get to be old, you start talking about, well, let's go visit Modine for a week, and what are we going to do with the damn animals?
Yeah.
When I was little, we had a parakeet, and my mom trained it to sit on top of the Chihuahua's head. And that Chihuahua was just so gentle with that bird sitting on its head. It was hilarious. They would sit there together for an hour or so.
Oh, wow.
Well, if you watch some of the YouTube videos, like there's this one person that my wife subscribes to, and he's got this big old cat and this big old cockatiel, and the cat will just walk up to the cockatiel and start grooming the cockatiel, like it'll do another cat.
Wow.
My female cat, Roxy, should be going, lunch?
I watch these videos because they're just amazing. It's this guy, and he has these like minks. I think he buys them off fur farms when they're young or something and trains them. But he's trained them where they hunt, he takes them to people's farms and barns, and they kill mice and rats, and he sets them loose. And they go, and I'm like, it amazes me that he gets them to come back to him. You know what I mean? Because it's amazing. Anyway, he's got these hunting minks, and that's all they do is they go, like if you had like rats in your chicken coop, he goes and takes them in there and they clear out the chicken coop. Now I'll tell you something about like wild minks. They love eating poultry, but they won't touch the chickens. They'll just go after the rats. It's amazing. Huh.
Hmm. Are you saying minks?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a little weasel.
As in the jacket in its raw form.
Yeah.
Oh God, my sister-in-law, my niece. You mentioned a fur coat, like a real fur coat, and they lose their crap.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They don't.
That's a big
we live,
no-no, huh?
We live right well, it's not like it used to be, but there's a town about an hour south of us. That's all it had was mink farms there where they were raising. You had a lot of fur farms there where they were.
Phelps too, north of us.
Yeah,
too.
Phelps too, where you had a lot of fur farms raising minks and stuff for fur.
Huh.
Real people don't wear. Real people wear fake fur.
Real
That's their
people,
motto.
real people wear fake fur. I don't. Yeah, you don't see furs like you used to. Honestly, I kind of always wanted a mink coat, but not like a long one, like a jacket side. But where the hell am I going to wear it and stuff and blah blah blah.
I lived in the southern part of the state for a while, and my brother-in-law, for my first marriage, my brother-in-law was a assistant manager at the store I was managing. So, we hung out, and he takes me over to his cousin's place, and I'm walking by this table. I'm like, "What's that?" "Oh, that's the mink electrocution table." "Okay, yeah." I'd never seen one of those before.
Okay, let's move on from that because I just got depressed.
Oh.
Lord.
Well, I will tell you this: the
Well,
bar,
didn't demonstrate it.
the tavern in this area is called the Mink Pen, so that tells you how many mink farms are around there.
Oh, my.
Since Jim brought up his first wife, I'm gonna bring up my first wife. When we were teenagers, I would go to church with her, and there was a woman that would come in every Sunday with her
Why
mink
do you have
jacket
dog
on.
out there barking again?
With her mink jacket on, and it would be August,
Ugh.
100 degrees outside, and she would come in that mink jacket and sit in front of us, and you could see the perspiration going down her neck where she was
Ugh.
waiting in that jacket.
Ah,
She was proud of that jacket.
She damn was.
Crazy. Ugh.
Well, she and my ex mother-in-law, they had an ongoing battle going on.
Yeah, I would never watch a video about how they electrocute me.
Oh no.
Somebody in the chat was talking
We're not talking about that.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
Mute her. I just don't like, I eat like I had a fine bacon sandwich this morning. I know they have to kill hogs for bacon, but I don't have to watch it.
Yep.
I'm just like that.
I understand.
I am just a wuss when it comes to stuff like that.
No.
Yeah.
I was raised on a farm and I don't like watching it.
If I had a pig, like if I had a pig farm, what I'd have is a bunch of 15-year-old pigs walking around. We're gonna die of old age.
Then you'd have to will to somebody.
Yeah,
Oh God,
'cause
don't let the pigs go to slaughter.
Yeah, because I'm not. I'm one of those, and I eat bacon. I mean, I'm not saying that anything wrong with farmers doing that for a living or whatever. Hey, I'm glad that they do what they do or whatever. But personally, I can't do it. I can't raise something and kill it. I just can't do it.
Right. Right.
I'd be the same way.
I
they'll
am
be
the same
standing
way.
on their hind legs doing tricks for treats. For them.
Well, hogs can live 30 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Tara was talking about getting a cow for Brandon, like a 4-H project or something, and I'm like, it's going to eat as much or more than a horse, and we're never going to kill it, and that's its natural purpose. I mean, so it's a gaming. I mean, it's a food
No, I
animal.
would never get. Brandon wanted to get a cow. I'm not getting
Yeah,
a
so
cow.
I mean, we'd wind up having this geriatric cow walking around the property.
Get its feet trimmed and shit. Yeah, no.
I mean, because I feel sorry. I can't watch those nature shows where the lion runs down the antelope. But in the whole cycle of nature, that is the antelope's purpose, is to feed lions. That's its place in nature. It's a natural thing to happen, but I just can't watch it.
When Roberta and I went to Australia, we went on this tour, and the bus driver turned on this video. It was about kangaroos and how they take care of their young and whatnot. And this video was about this one mother kangaroo that was really protective of their child, her baby, and this other one that didn't really care. Well, it goes on and on and on, and the baby of the mother kangaroo that didn't really care he had a run-in with a wild animal. I don't remember what it was, which one it was, and he got kind of beat up pretty bad. Anyway, all of a sudden the bus driver stops the video, and he says, "I'm going to stop it right there because it gets real depressing after this." And apparently, the other little kangaroo gets eaten by whatever an Australian tiger is or whatever, something like
A
that.
dango. A dango.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe what
The
I don't
dingo
know.
ate by Joey.
A long time ago.
The dingo ate by Joey.
Who
A
watches this
dango
stuff?
ate your baby.
I'm like, who watches this kind of stuff? I'm with Jim. I don't even want to watch that kind of stuff on. This is nature.
Yep.
Nature. No, I don't. That's not my nature. My nature is everybody lives to be a fruitful old life and then they die. They don't get eaten by somebody.
We were in a restaurant at this cafe, and I can't remember what it was. It was some nature show was on though, and animals were getting chased down and killed or whatever. And finally, this one guy gets up and goes to the waitress. He goes, "Can you change the channel? I'm trying to eat
here." I know that's the way that life is.
Right.
But I don't want it in my face.
Right. All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Oh, there was a note to wrap it up
for
on.
today.
On that note,
Bye, everybody.
I hope everybody has a great day, and we will see y'all later.
bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.